Welcome to the J1 League GOALZONE Show. Just a few short days and Japan's top flight is back in action with a full round of fixtures. And that can only mean goals, goals and more goals. Round 18 saw the red-hot Antlers at home against bottom-place Shonan and a top-of-the-table clash between FC Tokyo and Cerezo up in the capital. Vegalta were off to the home of the champions for their match-up with the Marinos. Kashiwa travelled north to meet Consadole Sapporo after failing to win their last two. The hosts, inconsistent at best, would be hoping for a better result than when they met on opening day, having lost 4-2. Patrick Kinghorn has your commentary.
Early chance, Alunga's fluffed it. That was a golden opportunity, he scored early. Reysol, although maybe out of league contention, still battling, and there's an effort that goes just wide. I was going to say still battling for silverware because they are a long way behind the league leaders. The flag's down here though, and Alunga is in, Alunga's onside, and Alunga's missed again. Well, the flag stays down. The replay will be interesting for both the initial pass and when the pass was played square to Alunga. And once more from 6 yards out, the J1 top scorer has not come up with the goods. Space in the middle here for Reysol, and this is where they can threaten through the middle. Well, the attempt to get the ball through has led to a chance, and Sageno just tips it over the bar right on half-time almost. Michael Alunga with his third opportunity, that one less clear-cut than the first two. And for the first time, Takanori Sageno has been forced into a save. Bothwell again back defending. Alunga looking for it. Mihara gets the flick on, and they've got the goal! And it's the skipper, I think, Atani. Well, question marks over the defending on multiple levels from that when it comes to Consadole Sapporo. But full marks for the free kick from Mihara and the looping header from Atani that went up and over Takanori Sageno. Komai. Douglas to Anderson Lopez, and Jay Bothroyd on the edge of the area. Over the top. It's 2-on-1 here, and Takahashi's away at the races. Takahashi into the area, got Alunga for company. Didn't go to him, and Sageno produced the save, and Alunga couldn't pick up the pieces. That really should have been game, set, match there from Reysol, and they've blown it now. Mihajlo Petrovic is really being put through the mill here, but the tactic of just throwing every attacking option on has not worked out for Consadole Sapporo. So another defeat for Sapporo. Reysol in their season back in J1 continue to impress in patches. It's Hokkaido Consadole Sapporo 0, Kashiwa Reysol 1.
Back on Honshu Island, Kashima Antlers, looking to extend their 6-game winning streak, were up against Shonan. The visitors won the reverse fixture and will be hoping for a repeat performance. And they came close to getting a good early start. Tema Matsuda just gliding that one towards the post, but palmed away by the goalkeeper. But they nearly paid the penalty of giving the ball away on the half-hour mark. Ryota Nagaki takes his shot from distance. Well saved though by the goalkeeper, Kosei Tani. 0-0 at half-time, but Shonan nearly took the lead just after the hour mark. Naoki Ishihara with his shot against the post. He got a second chance, but this time denied by Yuya Oki in goal. And tragedy eventually struck for Shonan. 4 minutes into time added on for stoppages, they conceded. One Alano with the shot, deflected off a defender's leg and into the empty net. Staying in the Kanto region, FC Tokyo and Cerezo played out a goalless draw when they met previously. With both sides chasing Kawasaki in the table, this one would be a big 3 points to get. Inside the 8th minute, and the Cerezo goalkeeper making a good save after Kensuke Nagai's shot took an early deflection. More good goalkeeping at the other end of the field 15 minutes later, this time Akihiro Hayashi getting his fingertips to a free kick from Yusuke Maruhashi that didn't touch anyone. Nil-nil at half-time, 2 minutes before the hour mark, a good opportunity for Cerezo. Hiroaki Okuno hitting the post, the rebound straight into the goalkeeper's arms. But there were goals to come just 5 minutes later, and Tokyo break with a 3 against 3. The substitute Adalton plays in Diego Oliveira, and that's 1-0. And Adalton was involved again in the 66th minute, bundling the ball over the line for a 2-0 Tokyo lead. The 29-year-old Brazilian was clearly having a confident day. The back heel to Leandro, but his chance driven straight at the goalkeeper. Tokyo take this one by 2-0. 53-year-old Kazuyoshi Miura entered the record books as the oldest player to start a J1 match. This was the first top division appearance since 2007 for Kinkatsu, as he led his Yokohama side out to face the league leaders. But despite his achievement, the first half certainly belonged to Kawasaki. Ao Tanaka with an effort outside the box, brushed away by the goalkeeper. And in wet conditions, the home team would take the lead in the 22nd minute. Tanaka again, this time from distance, skidding one past the goalkeeper. And before everyone was really settled for the second half, Kawasaki scored again, this time taking advantage of a defensive error, Ryo Hatate making it 2-0. Three minutes into the second half and Yokohama pulled one back. That's Shunsuke Nakamura, another veteran professional, 46 years old and a former Celtic player, finding Yuki Kobayashi with the corner, and that's 2-1. Kawasaki looking to push their advantage further forward in the 53rd minute. Jesse gets his head to the ball, but Manabu Saito at the far post ducking underneath it when a touch from him could have headed goalwards. Yokohama had a fantastic opportunity for an equaliser in the 66th minute, but a combination of excellent goalkeeping and desperate defending denied them. And Kawasaki would build on that just a minute later. Hatate breaking down the left-hand side and finishing smartly for his second goal of the game. But Yokohama weren't done yet. With 16 minutes left, Kensuke Saito lets fly from distance. This one took a deflection and headed goalwards. Having set up that opportunity, Leandro Dominguez had a go himself in the 75th minute. Palmed away though by the keeper. Kawasaki would take all 3 points then. A good birthday present for Yu Kobayashi, who had an attempt on goal himself in the 79th minute here. Saved though by Yuji Rokuta. Nagoya travelled to Osaka with Mu Kanazaki in excellent form. having scored a brace the previous weekend. Gamba managed a clean sheet in their last outing, and that may well have boosted their confidence in defence. Here's Shazad Haq.
Oh, they've got the goal. Mukanazaki continues his little streak at the moment. Bundles in off the corner. Zonal defending, no one on him at all. Goes in between the defenders. Gen Shoji. A little too easy. They were ball watching there, unaware of the lurking. Oh, lovely work from Mateus. How's that not gone in? Through the legs of Higashiguchi, but somehow crashing off the crossbar. Aerial ball through, slipped past his man. That is really, really disappointing. Onose. Onose, looked like a foul. It's just outside the area. He was doing well there. Made it difficult for Nakatani. Oh, it's got in off the wall. It will be credited to Yamamoto. The wall just seemed to crumble away. They've got the equaliser just after the break. It's just the start they wanted in the second half, Gamba Osaka. Nice little run there, brilliant run. Can it be finished off? Oh, they're all just trying to walk the ball into the net, and it's finally done by who else? The prodigal son, Takashi Usami. Well, it seemed an age before the ball ended up in the back of the net after they got themselves into a great position. Last few seconds here. Ball goes out of play. Referee will not let play continue, and that is it. The final score here at the Suita Stadium is Gamba Osaka 2, Nagoya Grampus 1.
That's half-time on the J1 League Goal Zone Show. Plenty more highlights to come when we return. Non-stop action and goals from Japan's top division. You're watching the J1 League Goal Zone Show. Vissel Kobe were winless in 7, sitting 12th in the table. They failed to defend their lead against Nagoya last weekend, and with the resignation of manager Torsten Fink on Tuesday, the hosts desperately needed to find some magic. And waving the wand was Andres Iniesta, breaking down the right-hand side in the 9th minute. Eventually the ball fell to Hotaru Yamaguchi, and that's 1-0. But the Vissel Kobe defence weren't holding up their end of the bargain. Takeshi Kanamori making it 1-1. But 3 minutes later, and Iniesta was at it again, driving forward and finding a super finish from an acute angle. (2-1) at half-time, but the equaliser for Sagan Tosu would come in the 51st minute. Riki Harakawa with a superb dead ball effort. Four minutes later though, and Iniesta, who was in fine form, was at it again. Super ball from him, Kyogo Furuhashi slots that one underneath the goalkeeper's body. And that Iniesta-Furuhashi combination would come to the fore again. The Spaniard playing the Japanese through brilliantly for another Vissel Kobe strike. And they would get all 3 points, but not before Daichi Hayashi got one back for Sagan Tosu. 4-3 it finished. Heading south now, Owito were in a good run of 3 straight wins. They hosted Hiroshima at the Showa Dome, eager to add to that win column. 8 minutes before half-time and Sanfrecce's Kosei Shibasaki works the byline, Shunki Higashi onto the crossbar. No goals in this one until the 70th minute. The Trinita defence inexplicably standing off Douglas Vieira, giving him plenty of time to set up Tsukasa Morishima for the opening strike. Awakened by that, Tatsuya Tanaka went looking for the equaliser, his shot from distance saved by Takuto Hayashi. And Vieira would build upon that with 4 minutes left to beautifully take down the lofted pass on his chest and finish smartly. 2-0 the final score. The Marinos had seen an improvement in form recently, with Eric finding the net 3 matches in a row. Vegalta, on a 4-game losing streak, would have their backs against the wall at the Nissan Stadium. Mark Richmond has your commentary.
Rio Nakano. It's a poor pass, Gedges. Happy to take that shot, and it's gone into the back of the net. They have scored. Unbelievable. Vegalta Sendai have taken the lead in this one after 10 minutes. It was speculative. Well, he bought the ticket. He's won the lottery, at least after 10 minutes. Gedges, and it was all down to him. A poor pass by Nakano, he picked it up, and he only had eyes for goal. That's all he had. That is a very clever ball. Nakano steamed away. Nakano's on his bike, and almost found the back of the net too. Rio Takano. That is quite a delightful pass. Just dipped over the top into space. Junior Santos allowed that one to run to Eric. Finally, Obata forced to make a save. A straightforward one. Still had to slap it out. There's a certain sense of glee, isn't it, when these 3 combine. Well, trying to get back into this game with Eric. Marcos Jr. The Samba boys have struck again. The terrific trio all involved in that goal. Culminating with an easy tuck. Nishimura. Oh, lovely strike by Nishimura. Almost an instant response from a player who certainly knows his way to goal. Nagasawa, who is Vegalta's version of Junior Santos and uses his body just like Junior Santos, who is chasing after this ball now. He's not giving up on it, he's won it back. He's pinched it second time around. Junior Santos, oh, they've lost it inside the penalty box. Eric! Yes, it's there! Yokohama Marinos. Football asphyxiation at its very best. Just strangling, strangling, strangling. Put the high press on and ensure that your opponent caves in and makes the error. And that time it was Yanagi who forced the error. Junior Santos started the press, the leader of the press. Not just once, but twice, then kept it alive with that ball inside to Marcos Jr., who thought that Eric was behind him. And Eric had that second opportunity. Ogihara, Marcos Jr. just getting ahead of his marker and finds a superb ball right through the heart of the defense. Junior Santos. Oh, he's teed it up for Eric. No offside. They've looked at the assistant referee. They wanted the flag. It never came up, and Eric has scored his second of the game. 3-1 surely now. Yokohama Marinos have won this tie and have made it 3 wins in a row. And surely this is going to be the last piece of action in A game where Yokohama had to work, and work they did to achieve another result. 3 points and 3 goals for Yokohama Marinos, who remain 7th in the J-League.
Over in Shizuoka, the S-Pulse finally snapped a 7-game losing streak the previous weekend against Shonan. The Reds arrived having conceded 11 goals in 4 matches, and that would be welcoming news for the hosts. Andy Bodfish with the call.
An outswinger too. Player jumping on the near post. Shibato missed it, and that is an absolute ripper. Yamanaka, goodness me, he has thrashed that home. No chance for a Kubo, and a beauty has given the Reds the lead here at Pulse. Chance for Dutra, stings the palms there of Nishikawa. That's what they needed. Shot on target, just to generate a bit of buzz. Once more, that was Nishizawa. And then Kawai playing it through. Shooting chance, maybe, and it's bent just wide by Suzuki. That's better though, a little bit of interplay, and they're just, well, scaring the Reds back a little. This is a real opportunity for Shimizu S-Pulse. Look at the player emerging on the left-hand side as well. It's going to come across to him too. Tipped over the top, but he was in all sorts of room there, Nishizawa. And again, you perhaps want more of a definitive end product here from Shimizu. Takeuchi, the Reds sitting back. Plenty of orange shirts at their attacking stations, but possession has to be retained. When it's not, you're vulnerable to the counter, and this is a real chance for 2 for Leonardo, who squares it, and Kuroki doubles the Reds' money. A sucker punch on the counter. Leonardo through the middle. His pace took him beyond the backtracking Shimizu S-Pulse defenders when he couldn't finish the chance. Oh, there's Kuroki at 34 years young to just roll home another goal. What a servant he's been for the Reds. Oh, wow, could we be in for something special? Delightful little tuck finish. Dangda, the substitute. Look at this, goes to ground, arranges his body, and just delicately knocks that past Nishikawa. Taketomi. Gonna hold it up. That's that. They have done just enough. They have edged over the line, the Reds here. Urawa Reds winning 2-1 here at Shimizu S-Pulse. A hard-fought victory.
Nothing going right for Sapporo of late then, another loss at home, this time at the hands of Reysol. Heartbreak for Shonan, losing 1-0 to an injury time goal at Kashima. Tokyo made progress in the title chase with a win over Cerezo, but Kawasaki couldn't be stopped by King Katsu's men, running out 3-2 winners. Kobe found some reprieve with an important win over Tosu, while a 2-1 loss to Urawa puts Shimizu with the most losses in the league so far. Kawasaki almost running away with it now, opening up an 11-point lead after Cerezo's loss. Tokyo stay in third, but they closed the gap to a single point behind Cerezo. An excellent run of form from Kashima sees them climb to 4th in the table on 33 points. It's all getting tight in the middle of the pack, 4 teams on 30 points, with Kashiwa leading that group on goal difference. Vissel Kobe making a slow move upwards with their latest win, taking 11th. No other changes in the bottom half, and it's the usual suspects at the end of the table once again, Vegalta and Shonan with the honours. That wraps up another edition of the J1 League Goal Zone Show. My name's Steve Dawson, and we'll see you next time.